Hi, my name is Graham, and what I want to talk about is Tantric Sex, better sex for men. And what does that mean for you as a man? What does that look like? What's the starting point? And the starting point is for you to imagine or be aware that ejaculation and orgasm are two separate functions, and that's the starting point, is learning how to separate those two. And if you're wondering what that means, just imagine that when you get to the place where you're coming and you're having your orgasm, that what would it be like if you could keep having your orgasm without the coming, without the downside of that? And it's not about losing the ability to come, it's about just learning how to separate the two and just imagine what that would be like if you could keep them separate. And by keeping them separate means that you can have your orgasm and continue to have your orgasm. And the more orgasm that you have in this place, the deeper and the longer they are, the more full body, and obviously the more pleasure. And better sex for men using Tantra is about learning these skills. And for us at Oz Tantra, this is one of the most basic things that we include in all our relationship work with couples and also with singles, learning how to firstly be aware of and recognise these skills and how to actually go about learning them for yourself. And the starting point is simply being aware that you can do this, and that by separating the two and by just having your orgasm gets you into a place where you do become multi-orgasmic. And it is real. It really does happen. And it's pretty amazing stuff. It's life-changing. It's a real game changer. And it's so simple to actually learn once you've got the mindset, or you're aware that this is possible for you. And how to achieve this, the starting point is by when you're in lovemaking place with your partner, or if you're on your own self-pleasuring, is to build up to the point of no return. If you could imagine your point of no return as a number 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, build up to that point just before that, say a 6 or a 7, and stop and take some deep breaths. And while you're taking some deep breaths, is just be aware of what you're feeling in your genitals. What does it actually feel like? And whereabouts is it? Where's it going? What's it doing? And then after 3 or 4 breaths, might be more, you start again. And when you get to that point of no return, is to stop and take some more breaths. But the secret is to be aware of what actually happens in you. And to do this is, when you get to that point, is to stop and breathe. Breathe deeply and just be aware of what's happening in your genitals. And that's the pathway. That's the beginning. And as soon as you can find out what happens and where your energy moves and what's happening for you, you can then focus on doing something a bit different. And the point to get to is to recognise that when you do stop, that your ejaculation becomes more intense, more focused, but separate. And it's in this place of separation that if you could imagine that you could achieve the separation of the two by just simply getting to the point of stopping, and in that place of stopping is then just breathe your ejaculation down, and then when you breathe in, it comes up in your orgasm. So you're not losing your ejaculation, you're just recycling it into your orgasmic energy. And in this place, if you can learn this, it is a full body experience. It's absolutely amazing. And your previous 10, your point of no return of 10, with these skills, your 10 expands to 11, 12, 13. My personal experience, my personal belief is that with practice, that's unlimited. So you can increase the pleasure that you get out of your sexuality many times. And this is Tantric Sex for Men, and these are the skills that we teach in Oz Tantra.